nice, lovely, awesome Christmas day and just enjoying some Christmas time with family and just a nice, easygoing day. So, back on the 26th here of December, sometimes known as Boxing Day, depending on where you are. I think in England, the tradition started there. Basically, the idea, I believe, you can correct me if I'm wrong, internet, is that gifts are issued to the servants of the household. And so, since they have to basically work on Christmas Day, then they get a special day after Christmas where all the nobles, the lords, the aristocrats give gifts to their servants. And so they get to open up a box, a gift. Be bandits, Tavaya, welcome, welcome. So just wanted to share that out. You can correct me if the details are off on that internet. Never too old for Lego. What's up? Good to see you guys. How was your Christmas? Did you get anything Lego related? Lego Timmy. Merry Christmas to all you guys. And Tavaya says, I have Lego. Let's go. Well, the fun part is when we lived overseas in Spain, they celebrated Christmas probably the way it should be, which is celebrate the holiday all the way from the 25th up to King's Day, which is January 6th. And they actually have their main Christmas giving day and opening of gifts on January 6th. So how fun is that? So anyway, we got to experience that over there. And they treat it's called King's Day because of the three kings or the three wise men that go visit Jesus in the manger. And they are the ones that give gifts or bring gifts to all the kids on January 6th. So just a fun tradition over there. Probably more widely known in the Catholic world or the Catholic Church. So anyway, it's still Christmas. It'll always be Christmas if you're a believer. So thank you guys for joining. Oh my goodness, lots of you here. What did you guys get for Christmas? Got a lot of good gifts. This is actually one I want to start building. So this one, the Ninjago Set 71819, the Dragonstone Shrine. We got this, or I got this, my family got this for me last Christmas, and it's been in the backlog too long. Time to start putting it together. 1,212 pieces. That's kind of cool. 1212. 1,212 pieces, and the details look so cool. I love the stone shrine. It's like a bridge, and it almost could be something you could mod and even make it part of other themes. I'm thinking Lord of the Rings for some reason. So yeah, good to see you guys. Tobias says I have Lego. Lego Timmy with the high fives. Love it. Love seeing you guys here. B Bandit says, how's it going, everyone? Never too old for Lego says he's getting a little kitten. What? That's cool. Tobias says, I got Lloyd's Green Forest Dragon. There we go. We got some Ninjago. That's awesome. Yes. Alexander, hello. Alexander Stop Motion with a quick hello, and he's out. Don't forget to leave a like unless you were out and about, and Alexander is here and there, and he's gone. How was your Christmas, everyone? The kitten is a Cornish Rex. How fun. And does it like pizza? Number 12 for Lego? Sounds like everyone had a fun Christmas. Fun fact, Lego Timmy says, the Bible doesn't really mention how many wise men there were. It says there were 3 gifts, not wise men. It's very interesting. Yeah, if you look into all the accounts, right, the 4 Gospels, you can get a bigger picture of the story. But either way, some are named in the Bible story, and so we'll go off to the 3. And the tradition just keeps you, especially in the Spanish-speaking part of the world, the tradition keeps you focused on Christmas a lot longer than the commercial holiday that most of us probably see in the U.S. I got the Daily Bugle, B Bandits. Let's go. I think I saw you. Weren't you building that, B Bandits, on a live stream? I think I said hello, but maybe I'm mistaken. I got the Daily Bugle and Lego Star Wars. Which Lego Star Wars did you get, B Bandits? Or did you get what I gave my nephew? I gave my nephew the Star Wars logo build, the Star Wars name, marquee. Very fun. Tavia says, just finished building Lloyd's Green Forest Dragon. Tavia, you told me you got it and now you're done building it. How fun. Be better a samurai. Pizza Cat says, never too old for Lego. I'm totally lost in that, but that sounds cool. Be Bandits, no worries, man. Glad to see you here. Keith says, if it's morning for you, good morning. If it's night, have a great night of sleep. Let's go. Yes, it is almost 10 p.m. over where I am in the world. And it looks like maybe some of you, well, of course, if you are going towards the east, it's definitely a lot later. I call this the Night Owls live stream, but it depends on where you are, because I know some of you join me from Australia, and also, I should use my knife instead of this, but oh well. Or if it's roaming bricks all the way from India. So you guys are like a full day ahead if you're in Asia, or yeah, Australia, way over there to the east. So fun just to see you guys on the live stream. And all right, there we go. It's not easy when you use basically craft scissors to open the tape. But here we go, Ninjago. One of my favorite sets, or my favorite set of all time, is the Ninjago City. But this set looks so cool. We want to add to that. And you know what? It's still Christmas, so let's put the tree here in the background once I open this. And open a fun, a new set, not a brand new Lego release set, but a new set nonetheless. 20 likes. And in case you just caught this, looking at set number 71819, the Dragonstone Shrine, Ninjago, Dragons Rising. How fun, right? Okay. So if I have one of my mods, Never 12 for Lego, thanks for being here. Be Bandits is still here maybe, but 7 likes, awesome. Ooh. All right, so let's see. I just assumed this would be easy to build with you guys, because the modulars I've done in the past were a lot more, but this is still over 1,000 pieces. So let's see, Dragonstone Shrine. It's interesting too. Oh, it's gonna be loud. It's interesting too. The which set was it? Was it I think it was the mid-scale Millennium Falcon. I was expecting more of these sets to have that new paper bag, not the plastic bags, but the paper bags. But it's just been that one set. So I don't know what Lego's packaging regional, whatever region does the paper bags, but it's not very consistent. Okay, we've got at least 9 bags. Let me see here. At least 9 bags. 8. 10. I got 10 bags. All right, the 10 bags in the Dragonstone Shrine set. Obviously, we'll start with bag 1. Let's get bag 1 and 2 out and see how much progress I make in this set. Welcome, everyone. This is one of my favorite themes when it comes to modulars. Or when it comes to modulars especially, but this set is not a modular, obviously, but it's pretty fun to every once in a while discover a Ninjago set. Some of the Ninjago sets are mostly, well, they're great. They're great for younger Lego fans, especially because there's some really reasonable price sets in the Ninjago theme. There's like battle packs that I've seen for less than $10, even today with all these inflated prices. But I really do enjoy the Ninjago modulars, starting with Ninjago City. And then this was not the easiest thing. I thought this thing would open more easily. I thought there was a tear out, but it didn't look like there was. Anyway, but then Ninjago does have every once in a while these medium-sized builds that look just really cool as a design. And it's like, you know, it's got a waterfall going down the dragon's mouth there. And let's see what else. Of course, it's got my favorite ninja there. Does it have my favorite ninja? Oh, no, it's not. I thought it was because Jay's the blue ninja, but he's not there. But we got Lloyd, Naya, Kai, Master Wu. Let's see. Euphrasia and Lord Raz. So a couple of characters I don't know, but let's see. That's 6 characters, 6 minifigs. This set, I'm pretty sure on the Lego website is $100, but we saw it at Costco for less than 50, and so that was a must buy. So let's see. Dragonstone Shrine, yes, welcome Pen. High fives to you. I have Ninjago sets in my closet. Very cool, Brian. Oh, Brian's here, and he's saying goodnight. Thanks, Brian, for saying hello. Watch Ninjago Dragons Rising. Yes, so Ninjago is a very popular theme and TV show, and as a Lego theme, like strictly Lego set, it's pretty. It's also pretty popular. But the Lego sets in general are great. I mean, like I said before, the pricing is a lot more reasonable for Lego sets. Star Wars is probably the most extreme. But this build looks like I'm just kind of randomly opening the page. The build looks great. So, all right, we're already up to 10 likes. B Bandit set the goal for 20. So thanks, B Bandits. And let me start with the build here. 1212, another cool number. 1,212 pieces, and it looks like we start with, in this case, Master Lloyd. So I don't know how many Ninjago sets you may have in your collection, but you probably end up with quite a few Lloyds. He seems like a pretty well-placed minifig in Ninjago sets. Maybe Kai as well, but yeah, Lloyd, I see him more often than not. So we're starting with bag 1 here. And this is definitely fun to kind of go back to a Ninjago set. The last time we built Ninjago was when we were working on these, or right after we'd finished the Lord of the Rings sets behind me. So these we did over the summer, Barad-dûr, Rivendell, and then you can kind of see sections of the Shire. The full set we have in our other shelf, so it's not behind me. But yeah, some great sets there. And then my son built the Dojo Temple, which is a retired set. This set is not retired. I think this came out in 2024, this set here. And we've seen it on, or I've seen it on sale a few times off and on. So before last Christmas, we saw this set at Costco. I haven't really had much luck seeing sets for, or basically Lego sets in general at Costco. Posted a picture. The only thing I found at our Costco is a Lego suitcase, which is, not the same. Don't want to build a Lego suitcase. I guess it could be fun, but yeah, not investing in a Lego suitcase. And then an empty pallet that had the Lego label wrapped around it, but no Lego sets. So no luck with Lego at Costco these last several months. So this was, I don't know, sometime last fall, and this set was on sale at Costco for like less than $50, which is way more than 50% discount, because I think this set goes for $99 on the Lego website, and obviously couldn't pass it up. So my wife took note of that, and then come Christmas morning, I got this as a fun gift for Christmas. So very cool. And this version of Lloyd is pretty sweet. He's got a totally different look. The green is more of the trim of his outfit than the full color of the outfit. So let me build up his what would you call his weapon here? It's like a sword slash spear combo with a tassel on the bottom. Very fancy weapon. There was a movie that came out a while ago, probably like around 2000, called Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. And this weapon, this kind of build reminds me of it. Apparently there's a sticker sheet, because Lloyd is holding a pamphlet and it requires a sticker. There it is, a very small sticker sheet. That's good. I was gonna sort of share some excitement in saying there is no sticker sheet, but there is one small one here. So that's kind of fun. Look at all those cool, those stickers are pretty sweet. All right. So one sticker sheet, that's okay, a small one, we can handle that. Using the brick separator, some people use that for sticker placement, which I will do as well. And let me see, get the right direct orientation here. I've heard some people, I've never heard this technique before, but apparently some people use soap and water to place the stickers so that they can, I guess, kind of just slide it into place so that it's like perfectly aligned or whatever. I thought the soapy water would ruin the glue on the sticker. But I don't know, I read that on a social media post for Lego collectors, so I thought that's interesting. I don't know if you guys have ever done that. Okay, so there's the first part of the build. The Ninja Master Lloyd. He's, instead of his full green outfit, he's got the white outfit with green trim, but he is the Green Ninja, and looking very cool. So if you like Lego, if you like building Lego, I am currently building. It's still Christmas, so we'll put the tree there, the Lego Build Christmas tree there. And this is set 71819, Ninjago Dragons Rising, Dragonstone Shrine. The design obviously is what interested me a lot. The Dragonstone build looks very cool. And if you are a Lego collector, you've probably crossed paths or heard of Ninjago City being a large-scale modular Lego Ninjago set. Oh gosh, I don't know how many pieces are in that set, but that set's retired. I think it was released in 2017. But when I got back into Lego collecting, that was my favorite set of all time. And once I got it, it was for sure my favorite set of all time. Chris Vick, welcome, Chris Vick. Good to see you back. Let's see. Yes, Chris Vick, it's called Lego collecting. So yeah, that's what happens. Lego should give you a job. Ardo, well, welcome, Ardo. Ardo, is that right? Hell yeah, he says. Hell yeah to Lego. Lego is fun. You know what? I was going to say I don't like stickers, but Ninjago pretty consistently has some pretty cool looking stickers. So, and that, this isn't so bad. Only five stickers total. I can handle that. All right. So, how was your guys' Christmas? For me, it was fun. Of course, lots of family time. And I noticed Art or Chris is so cool. Art is cool. Or are you saying Chris Vick is cool? Yes, Chris Vick. Lego collecting is cool. I don't know if you guys noticed, the Lego is like putting out its final gasp of 2025 incentives, or how it's not bribe, but a way to draw in one last major purchase from people before the year ends. And I don't know how accurate it is, but Lego itself has it on their website. But if you notice, they brought back some of the gift with purchases, which I thought was interesting, especially because supposedly these gift with purchases are only supposed to be limited time, but they brought back the UCS Death Star gift with purchase, the TIE Fighter that came with the UCS Death Star. All of a sudden, that you can get that between now and New Year's Eve. I don't know if it'll stay that way, but I saw that on the Lego website. Actually, I saw somebody post it saying they tried to buy it, and because the Lego website advertised the gift with purchase again, and it didn't work. So I was just curious. I looked on the Lego website, and there it was. Yeah, the TIE Fighter comes with the UCS Death Star again if you buy it between now and January, between now and December 31st, before New Year's, so New Year's Eve, which is crazy because I don't know how many people bought the Death Star, as a Christmas gift. you know, they went all out and got the Death Star for a family member or whatever, UCS Death Star for a family member. But that's kind of a bummer because then the gift with purchase comes out after the fact. It almost like I would return the set if it wasn't open yet, and then buy it again so I get the gift with purchase. I wonder if people try to do that, but go figure. That my theory on that was that Lego might re-release that gift with purchase May 4th. You know, when the May the 4th happens in the spring, and you know, new Star Wars sets are kind of specially released or promoted then, and there's quite a few gift with purchases that come out May the 4th. There's always, it seems like there's always like more than 2 or 3 gift with purchases. Like there's one, some kind of mini build, and then there's some kind of commemorative gift with purchase, and I don't know, just a few other things. So that's kind of interesting. So I looked on the Lego website. Actually, I looked on the Lego website, and I was curious if that actually was true. So when I went on there, because I was like, will that gift with purchase actually show up if you do add it to your cart? And so the offers are pretty crazy that all of a sudden it just pops up. Yeah, there it is. The TIE Fighter with Imperial Hanger Rack. While stocks last, supplies last between now and December 31st. And then there's a random celebration Ferris wheel with fireworks build too. Something that probably came out in July. Oh, wait. This is... Let me do the correct country. I don't know why when I open the Lego website, it has me in Europe. So let me change that. I wonder if maybe that's why it didn't work. Or, all right, let's see if that's true here. If it's true in the US. Oh yeah, it's here in the US too. So, and double insider points. What? Don't miss out on double insider points on selected sets. Okay, yeah, so Lego's trying to get some people to get into this last ditch effort to get you to continue to buy Lego sets. Even though the Death Star's on back order, they're offering the TIE Fighter again as a gift with purchase. Let me see if that's true. Oh wow, and then you add it to your cart and you end up with 3 gift with purchases. Wow, so Lego getting people to, or entice people back, you know, after all the Christmas spending, to try and buy some more Lego at the end of the year. I don't know. Would you do that? I mean, if that was in your budget, I would be pretty annoyed, to say the least, if I had just bought the UCS Death Star as a Christmas gift, you know, like just a few days ago, and then see this gift with purchase thing come up, which knowingly people were selling, or probably still trying to sell on eBay or whatever, this TIE Fighter set for over $100. So I would probably make the effort to return it and try and repurchase it, and then get the gift with purchase, because that, I don't know, that only seems fair in some way. Crypto or Cryptic Plays, hello. Psh! Welcome to the channel. We got the pinned comment. Can we get 20 likes? As I drop a Lego piece on the floor here. Can we get 20 likes? So thanks you guys for joining the channel. Right now, building Lego Ninjago Set Dragons Rising 71819 Dragonstone Shrine. Or sorry, the Dragons Rising series, but the set is called the Dragonstone Shrine. 1212, that's such a cool number for pieces. 1,212 pieces. You get 6 minifigures. So if you are a Ninjago fan, you are, I think, getting quite a good array of minifigs there. You get Lloyd, you get Naya, you get Kai, you get Master Wu. So some main figures there, and this cool set. And the one thing about this set is I've seen it go on sale a few times, and like I said earlier, if you didn't weren't here when I started the live stream, this set has been on sale, and I saw it on sale at Costco for over a 50% discount, which is crazy. So that's how we ended up with this set. You know, when we buy big Lego sets, it's you know, you got to put in a strategy. One being try to find it on sale, and then after that, if it's through Lego, if you get it through Lego, especially big sets, get it when you get insider points, double insider points, and a gift with purchase. You know, so you basically recoup quite a bit of your money from those incentives. Of course, when you continue to collect Lego, you are still obviously giving Lego a lot of money too, or keeping the business going. I've never seen one of these slope pieces in a transparent blue. I'm sure they're out there, but that is cool. So Ninjago sets. The last few new sets we've built here, I've discovered quite a few pieces that I have not seen before. And already this build is looking pretty sweet. Just this first kind of, let's see, what was I? It does give you a preview picture, I think, of what you're building here. Oh, maybe not. So, not sure where this is in the build. I'm guessing somewhere, maybe it's the dragon's mouth, now that I look at the picture there. So I guess we'll find out. But Ninjago, you get a lot of great variety of different sets of pieces, a little mix of Technic and obviously a lot of cool color pieces. Not always just one solid, like Star Wars, you get a lot of black and gray, but these Ninjago pieces are pretty sweet. Let's see. Andy says, I got the Ninjago boat set a while back. Very cool. Andy, or Andres, or maybe it's Andres. Psh, Andy, awesome. Did you get the Ninjago Bounty? I forget what it's called. They did a kind of like the Destiny's Bounty. But yeah, I think it's that one. I want to say it's like not exactly the same name, but let me see if I can find it. Because that was a set my son was eyeing over the summer. He's like, I think I want that set. And it looks, is it called the Destiny Bounty? It's almost the same name as the original. Destiny's Bounty. Is that the one? The Temple Bounty. That's the one he was looking at. The Temple Bounty. Maybe it's that one. So Andy, very cool. That is a great looking build. Either way, whichever one you got is cool. So hello, Anne Luong. Psh, welcome. Hello to Anne. Like the Mountain, says Andy. Stud Bricks. Psh, welcome. Stud Bricks Lego. Great name. Yes, you nailed it, says Andy. Very cool. I have the Destiny Bounty. Oh, okay. The Temple Bounty, all those ships are very cool. Those are great builds. So yeah, this one, obviously this build here is going to look so cool. Just the dragon build as a kind of a bridge. I guess it's kind of like I was picturing it as a bridge, but a great build. There's a lot of Ninjago dragon sets, but when they do more of these like structural builds, those are the ones I end up getting or wanting to get. Just because they look so cool. You can add them to the variety of modular builds you get for, or the ones that if you collect any of the modular builds for like Ninjago City and so on. Ninjago City being my favorite Lego set. So yes, enjoying these. Thanks for the 11 likes, guys. If you see the pinned comment, and if you like Lego, please like, subscribe, join the channel. We love having people, especially fans who love Lego, join in the community here. And we've got a pretty fun community of Lego friends that we connect with during these live streams. Subbricks Lego says, I got a lot of Lego for Christmas. Very cool. Yeah, so what sets did you guys get? Let's see. What sets did you guys get? Tavia mentioned way up earlier that she got a Ninjago set. I forget which one. And not Ninjago, but B Bandits way up in the beginning said he got the Daily Bugle. So very cool. And welcome to, oh, I can't read, that's not in English, but I'll just say letter H. Welcome to H. He says please, I think. So we'll see if we can do a translate on that one. So in terms of collection, you can kind of see our collection's got a variety of themes as well. Mostly Star Wars, but then these Lord of the Rings sets are probably our most favorite that we've done recently in terms of large scale sets. But I do have a Ninjago set, this one and another modular I'm gonna work on soon here. Subbrick says, I got the Thunderfang Ron 2, the Master Dragon, Lloyd's Mech Jet, and lastly, the Source Dragon of Motion. You gotta love those Ninjago names. Very cool, Stud Bricks. Man, you just created a major Ninjago collection for all the Lego sets that you have there. That is cool. Yeah, I was saying earlier, Ninjago is probably one of those themes in Lego that is one of the best to build your collection around. The modulars are probably some of the best, especially when you look at the older ones, which you can't get anymore. But like Ninjago City and Ninjago City Docks are awesome. And it seems like that's kind of maybe once a year or maybe every 2 years theme that Lego's been doing these Ninjago modulars, which are, can't complain about how cool those things look. And then you can get these mini sets, these battle packs, where you get like 4 or 5 minifigures in like a $10, or a lot of times they're on sale for even less than $10, like battle packs. So if you're just buying for, a younger Lego fan, maybe your kid's birthday, like my kids when they were younger, it was all about the small little battle packs, like the Lego City packs with the truck or whatever. And then my younger son really got into Nexo Nights, which was a great theme. Unfortunately, a retired theme now, but he loved those. But yeah, these Ninjago is another one that the kids like because that's been around for a while. And yes, so many good sets. I went down a DC rabbit hole for a bit. Nice, Andy. So we talking DC comics, because some of those DC sets are very cool as well. I'm trying to think. DC would be like Batman, Superman, and those themes, right? So, oh my gosh, the Batman sets, those things haven't slowed down. I don't know how many Batmobile sets there are that have been released, but also very cool builds. And oh, here we go. Here's something reminiscent of Ninjago City. Now placing a bunch of these clear tile pieces for, yeah, water, basically. So, yeah, when you build the texturing, though, now it's reminding me of, this is what I call the Tetris effect, Bill. Where you're starting to build up layers of different colored bricks, and then you put the blue tiles over it to create the water. I'm trying to think. Oh, this is probably, or this is most definitely, I think I'm working on the base part of the waterfall here. You can kind of see some of the similar colors in there. But yeah, this is definitely reminiscent of Ninjago City initially, but this is definitely not as much, not hundreds and hundreds of these tile pieces. So overall, this set is 1,212 pieces, and it's got 6 minifigures. So I'll have to look up Ninjago City. I think that's the biggest Ninjago set I've built. And actually, let me look it up. Now I'm curious, how many pieces does Ninjago City have? That was the biggest Lego set I got when I started collecting Lego again. And that set is by far my favorite set of all time. And I don't know if I'll ever change my mind on it. It's just, so that set has 4,867 pieces. And when I first saw that set, I was getting back into Lego with my younger son, who collected Nexo Nights. I helped him build a lot of his Lego sets, or a few of his Lego sets when he was younger. And then that just inspired me to like, I can't, remember as a kid how fun it was to build Lego. And so we did. And when I saw that Ninjago City set, that was my goal to get back into Lego collecting. Let's get a big Lego set. And usually that would be so intimidating. It still is, because these big Lego sets are a small fortune. If you are collecting lots of Lego, you know that. But yeah, when we got that set, oh, my kids helped me carry that home. It was like a big event. Andy says, I went down this DC rabbit hole. Stud Bricks Lego says, I wanted to get Ninjago City Markets, but it retired. Yes. I was going to connect it to my Ninjago City Gardens, which I got a couple of years ago. Oh, yes. So there you go, Stud Bricks. Those are all the modulars that have come out, right? There's Ninjago City, the Ninjago City Docks, and then I think Ninjago City Gardens came out. And then, yeah, City Markets. And then what's the one now that's out? I think it's called Ninjago Workshop, Ninjago City Workshop. But yeah, there's one out right now. Not as impressive as the older modulars. It has, I think it's a little bit smaller of a set, but the price range is still about the same. But yeah, great to add those to your collection, whatever ones you have. As long as you got Ninjago City Stud Bricks, that's perfect, man. That's if that's the only Ninjago modular you can get, that one's sweet. So, but you have Ninjago City Gardens. That one's pretty. That's a close second. That is a close second. Welcome, David. David McWilliams says, my wife gave me the Batmobile for Christmas. Very cool. There are several versions of the Batmobile, and the one, when you say that, I'm picturing the large scale Batmobile, the one that is, I think, more of like a Technic build, right? So, I think it's the classic Batmobile as well. Let me look up that one. There's one that came out this year that, there it is, the Batmobile Classic TV Series 1. That one looks, well, they all look cool. You can't go wrong with them, but there's like, when it comes to Lego, they've been doing at least 3 or 4 versions of the Batmobile year after year. I thought when we collected Lego, I would just get one, and that's it. We got a cool Batmobile for our collection, and Lego hasn't slowed down since then. Jin, is that how you say it? Welcome. Jin is speaking. Oh, Jin, you translated. Thank you. How much does the Lego you're assembling cost now? Oh, good question, Jin. So this one, it's on the Lego website. I don't think it's retired. This is set number 71819. You're gonna kind of be bummed when I tell you this. Maybe. I don't know. If you don't collect Ninjago, then it's not a big deal. But if you do collect Ninjago, it's on sale actually. Oh no, it's sold out. So maybe it is retired. Oh man, I didn't know that. And a lot more than I originally thought. So this is the Lego Ninjago Dragonstone Dragonstone Shrine. Originally, this was $119, or if you round up, $120 on the Lego website. They dropped it down to $71.99. So it was on sale for, I guess, the last couple weeks, but it's sold out now. I doubt if it'll come back then. And I got this set, or we saw this set at Costco for less than $50. Maybe it was $49.99, but at that time that was well more than a 50% discount. So we got that. Nice, David McWilliams, the classic Batmobile set. Yeah, that one is sweet. There are some Lego sets. Well, collecting Lego as I do, I collect it with my kids, although now I'm probably the prime collector. But yeah, when we collect Lego sets, one of the biggest incentives to collect Lego is to add the minifigures to a set. Like a set you really want, like Ninjago, like this set here. It's like this. The build is great, but I always love the minifigures. They're just a fun part of Lego collecting, and reminiscent of what made you get into Lego as a kid and now collecting, because the minifigures are they're so detailed now, but they also still match up with older minifigures. However, like the Batmobile set that you got, David, or the Titanic, the big architecture sets like the Titanic, or there's the Himeji Castle. There's just some Lego sets that on their own, the builds are great, more model building than anything. And I would love having those sets and not be disappointed that there are no minifigures that come with it. But when it comes to like collecting Ninjago or Star Wars, these way bigger themes, more popular themes, then yeah, the minifigures definitely help sell the set. And the builds are fun, but yeah, you want the minifigures too. Oh, this is another cool piece we got. This is like a koi pond at the bottom of this set, apparently, because I have a printed piece here of a tile with so this is not a sticker piece, so it's going to go on the bottom of this. So basically, yeah, this is the base of the waterfall of the Dragonstone Shrine down here. Very cool. I wonder if this is something that if you are a collector over time, I'm sure this piece alone will be worth quite a bit of money because it has that printed koi on it. So it's not a sticker piece. Fun discoveries, as you no doubt know when you collect Lego. There's a lot of uniqueness to these sets, and there's lots of Lego collectors who want or definitely zero in on special details like that, and so makes those sets worth quite a bit. Speaking of Lego collecting, oh, it did. I didn't know that, Dave. So the classic Batmobile does come with a minifig. Let me look at that again. Really? It's not maybe it's a different set then, because it's not. I was thinking you got set number 76328. It's the large scale model, the Batman, the classic TV series Batmobile and that one's $149. This one is more of is it the Lego Icons? Classic Batman. No, it's just Batman series. So there's no minifigure with this one. So which one did you get? The one you got has a minifigure. Maybe it's the Batman Batmobile one. Well, there's so many Batmobiles. Anyway, the one I was picturing was from like the 1960s TV show. But yeah, it sounds like you got a different one. Oh, interesting. I don't know if it came with a minifigure. That's pretty cool. I'll have to look at that one more closely. But Batman, all that to say, Batman is a great minifigure to have. Just one of those they look so cool. The Batman minifigures are pretty sweet. Okay, so let me finish placing this water tile. And right away, even in bag one, if you're wondering about this set, maybe you have this set, or you could probably, even though this set looks to be retired now from Lego, I'm sure it's still available on Amazon. If you are able to, depending on where you are, what country you're in, if you're able to buy Amazon, then you get a cool build like this one. So there's the koi. That's kind of fun. Got a koi pond in the Ninjago build. How fun is that? And this set was definitely worth it, especially for the discounted price. And I'll have to put up Ninjago City back behind me again. That's my favorite set. I mentioned that at pretty much every live stream because it's always a fun topic of discussion. What are your favorite, if you are a Lego collector or you're new into Lego, what would be your favorite set to have or own? And of course, I'm asked that question, and of course it's Ninjago City. So it's just fun to talk about that and share what your favorite set is on the live stream. So Batman is definitely a cool one. Cody says, nice. Thank you, Cody. Welcome to Cody on the live stream here. Welcome to David. I don't remember if I gave you a high five. And Zin, welcome. So, Lego collecting for me has become quite a thing. Definitely a major hobby, and something that it's almost like Lego knows. You know, you have a quite a few or different generations of people now that have gotten Lego as kids, you know, way back in the 70s through now. So, you know, those folks when they have their own families, like, you know, when my kids started getting into Lego, it was like, you know, undoubtedly, apparently Lego knew that its older, you know, fans or former fans as kids would come back and want to collect Lego again as well. And I'm one of those people. The AFOL community, as they call it. The AFOL community, as they call it. I want a life-size Millennium Falcon, says Never Too Old for Lego. That would be, if it's life-size Never Too Old for Lego, then you could just make that your house, right? That would be pretty sweet, unless it's made out of Lego. But speaking of the Millennium Falcon, that is, people ask, like, what would be a major set, almost a dream set to get. Obviously, I got Ninjago City, so there's that. But I would love to have the UCS Millennium Falcon. I've not built a Lego UCS set before, and if you don't know what those are the Ultimate Collector Series sets. And they're not life-size like Never 12 for Lego saying, but a pretty good size set. So if you ever go to the Lego store, they're like basically proportional to if it was life-size for a minifigure. So yeah, if you look up any of the Star Wars UCS sets, you'll see they're also quite an investment, you know, for buying Lego. You're talking hundreds of dollars, and then you know, with this latest UCS set, the UCS Death Star that was released in October, we're talking almost, I don't know if technically you can say it yet, but basically the first $1,000 Lego set. Although Lego priced it just under $1,000, you know, making it a $999 set. And Never Too Old for Lego, I don't know if you noticed this. I was saying this earlier, or maybe you heard. If you go on the Lego website right now, between now and New Year's Eve, their Legos issuing the gift for purchase that goes with the UCS Death Star, that mini TIE Fighter build that comes with those 3 stormtroopers and everything. So all those scalpers or whatever that are selling that darn thing for over $100, I don't know if they're going to show up again and try and buy all those things up. All right, bag 2 of the Ninjago Rising. Never 12 for Lego says, why don't you get the Mold King one? It's a bit bigger than the UCS one, and it's like $250. Are you serious, Never 12 for Lego? I didn't know Mold King did that one. My son would love that. He always makes fun of me looking up alt brick sets. There it is, Mold King Millennium Falcon. Are you kidding me? The Mold King, or where do you buy it though? Oh, you have to go on eBay? Like, there's no Mold King store? Oh, here we go. I just said that. It's hilarious. Mold King store. All right, let me see. All right, I want to see if this is as good as it looks pretty good. So how many pieces is it? 12,688 pieces. Whoa. Yeah, that looks cool. The only issue, Never 12 for Lego, is although on the Mold King website it's $467. Is that why? Is it because people are bidding on it? I'll have to look at it more closely. But anyway, it's still cheaper than the Lego one, but not $200 cheaper. Millennium Falcon, go to the Chow Bricks in my link and use the coupon code. Okay, Never 12 for Lego giving me the special link here. So go to the Chow Bricks in my link. Is it on your Never 12 for Lego? Is it on your YouTube channel, that link? Because that'll be easier for me to find that way. Well, the only thing is with the Mold King one, and I think their bricks are just as good, but the only thing is, I said one of the things I have to include on major Lego sets that I want are the minifigures. Now, there are exceptions, like that Batmobile model that David brought up, or the Titanic. That would be a build I don't mind missing out on the minifigures. So I'd have to look at that Mold King one, see if that's something. The only thing is, I don't know, Never Told for Lego. I know the price of it is nowhere. It's a lot less expensive than the Lego one. But my first Lego UCS set, I feel like it has to be a Lego brand build. So yeah, I'm kind of setting myself up for going broke on Lego if I do that, but at the same time. All right, some more new pieces for me anyway. These corner, they're barely one stud high, but these are new to me. I've not seen these kind of corner pieces before. Now we're getting into kind of the rocky features, I guess more down here of the pond, but the build is looking fun. It's just, I love Ninjago sets when it's like this. The dragon sets are okay, but I love the structural build that they designed for Lego. So make sure if I'm doing this right. Oh wait, let me get the piece oriented correctly. All right, so far this is all bag one. This is a pond, the beginning of a pond. So this is like at the base down here of the build. And probably one of the coolest things is that printed piece right there on the clear blue tile of a koi fish. So that's kind of fun. Dark Sosis, welcome. Never 12 for Lego says, yeah, go to the Chow Bricks link. It's one of any of my videos descriptions. Okay, Never 12 for Lego. So you got it in one of your video descriptions. Got it. Dark Sosa says, I have Cole's Titan Mech. Is it good? So do you have it and you're asking me if it's good? I don't know if I have that one, Dark Sosis. Oh, thanks. Never 12 for Lego. There we go. We got the link. I can click on it at the end of the live stream. Cole's Titan Mech. That sounds pretty familiar, Dark Sosis. Let me look it up. Cole's Titan Mech. Let's see. Is that one still out? That's the question. Some of these have is it Cole's Titan Dragon Mech? That looks like a pretty good size build. Retired. It's not out anymore. That is a cool looking one. That is a cool looking one, Dark Sosis. Looks like it was on discount for a while there and now retired. It almost reminds me of Never 12 for Lego will know this. Some of these Ninjago mechs remind me of a cartoon kind of anime series that came out in the 80s called Robotech. And some of these sets definitely remind me of Robotech. I love that cartoon from the 80s. Jake Stop Motion, welcome back. Good to see you. Welcome on this Boxing Day Lego build. I'm building set 71819 Dragonstone Shrine. And we are 2 likes away from 20 likes. B Bandits set us up with a goal of 20 likes. So if you're watching, I know there's only a few watching right now, but if you just jump into the live stream just for a couple minutes or even longer just to listen in for a little bit, please leave a like. And if you like Lego and you like Lego live streams and you like Lego discussions about all those things, then please subscribe. Oh, nice. Thank you for the 19 likes. That might have been you, Jake Stop Motion. Love it. Jake Stop Motion says, I'm streaming tomorrow with B at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, so that would be 2 p.m. over here. I'm going to make sure I check that out, Jake Stop Motion. Live stream, seeing Jake and B. That'll be fun. One more, says Chris Vick. Let's go. Psh. Should I do a high five? I should. For psh, B Bandits leaving the goal. B Bandits is always, man, B Bandits is the best, dude. He's such a, you meet so many cool people through the Lego community, especially these live streams, and just appreciate all the positive encouragement we give each other for our channels and these Lego builds. So let's go. Number 12 for Lego says, I did the Robotech Macross SDF1 main base. Oh, number 12 for Lego, you built that model? Psh, man, I'm giving out high fives. Ricky, psh, welcome Ricky Bricks. One more, he says, 21. Love it. Yes, Robotech. So Dark Sosa said he brought up the Titan Mech. Whose was it? Whose Titan Mech? Was it Lloyd? I forgot which one you said. Oh, Cole. Cole's Titan Mech. And then I looked it up, and that reminded me. There are several of the Ninjago builds that remind me of an 80s cartoon called Robotech. If you don't know what that is, it was, there's, you know, the 80s is just a cool decade. But you, if you check out Robotech at all, there were like 3 TV series, or I don't know, yeah, 3 kind of sagas. I think they were all played out in one summer, but as a kid, that was like such a great series of cartoons. And they're kind of like in the spirit of Transformers and Voltron, if you know any of those. Well, Transformers people should know because Lego's done a few of those lately. But yeah, Robotech was just great. And so some of these Ninjago sets remind me of it, which is pretty fun in itself. Never Tool for Lego says, yes, it was like 5,000 parts, and it did have the Navy ships as hands and transformed. Never Tool for Lego, that's awesome. What did you make it out of? You said 5,000 parts, so I'm assuming maybe not made out of Lego. Jake Stop Motion says, I released my first singing video yesterday, the 26th. Psh, Jake Stop Motion, awesome with the talent. Ricky Brick says, I love Mazinger Z. Very cool. I don't know what that is. What's that related to, Ricky Bricks? So many fun, different themes and inspirations that, you know, since Lego is all into nostalgia sets, you know, that would be fun if they did a Robotech series of builds. They did do a fan design build of Voltron, another amazing Lego, or another amazing 80s cartoon of basically not necessarily a transform, but it was like one of those Japanese kind of giant mech robots that it was 5 lions that formed a giant robot mech kind of legendary superhero type thing. But I think when it was brought over to the US, they changed the storyline completely to make it I don't know, more Americanized. But yeah, just some great, if Lego does do these retro kind of nostalgia sets, it would be fun to see if they did that one. Jake Stop Motion says, I gotta go, but I hope to see everyone in the stream tomorrow. Psh, for sure. Jake Stop Motion and B Bandits live streaming tomorrow. Oh, very cool. Okay, so Ricky, the Mazinger Z are the same as the mecha themes. Never Told for Lego says, it's a Lego set-off brand. Oh, okay. Hey, Tanglo. Psh, welcome, welcome. Here's the link. Chow Bricks, Never Too Old for Lego. Give me the link. I got to check out these alt brick links that Never Too Old for Lego is sending. So yeah, once you get into Lego collecting, you realize it's a pretty darn expensive thing to do. So when these alt brick companies come up with, you know, just as quality builds and even their own unique designs, and the bricks are just as solid as Lego, it's fun and worth checking out, which now I need to, because Yeah, never too old for Lego. You're bringing up the idea, or bringing up the fact that Lego or Mold King has done its own version of the UCS Millennium Falcon. So that is pretty sweet. Got to check that out. All right, so far, the Dragon Stone Shrine. I think we've built just the base of the koi pond and then wherever this is going next. So just a lot of cool features you can kind of see being put together of some new pieces I have not seen before. Not necessarily these, but some of the slope pieces in here, and then that koi tile piece looking very cool. Brent Bricks, psh, happy Boxing Day, high five. Psh, Basa has Brent Bricks, gives it some spelling to the sound. Love it. Yes, building the Ninjago Stone Shrine here. Bag number 1 and 2. Oh, I skipped. Speaking of minifigures, I skipped. Got to build up. This is Lord Raz. Lord Raz, one letter off, he could be Lord Riz, but I don't think the look of him is going to be very Riz-worthy. So, Lord Raz is, I assume, not knowing the Ninjago characters very well, but definitely appreciating the builds, the Lego sets. Gosh, this guy's head could almost rival a Lord of the Rings minifig, like a Sauron minifig. So no, this was his head. It's all one molded piece. And of course, their weapons are quite elaborate. This one kind of being like Thor's hammer from the Marvel series. But I was mentioning, speaking of large-scale sets, that it's crazy to see Lego releasing the gift with purchase again to go with the UCS Death Star. So I don't know if you noticed that as well, Britain Bricks, but Lego throwing out that last minute attempt to get you to spend the remaining money you have left for 2025 on a giant UCS set. Although maybe Lego's banking on the idea that, oh, maybe you got a Lego gift card or something. So, why not buy a giant $1,000 Lego set and get that gift with purchase again, which is just crazy. Crazy to think that. All right, there we go. There's Lord Raz. And we've got 2 minifigures so far out of the 6 that are in this set. Lloyd, the Green Ninja, although a little alternate version of him where the green trim, and then of course Lord Raz. B Bandits set the goal for 20 likes, and we are now at 22 likes. Thank you guys for that. Let's see. Hey, Turtle Time. Sorry, didn't see you right there for a second. Looks like maybe 24 likes, says Britain Bricks. Turtle Time, welcome. Hello there. Number 12 for Lego says, I prefer Fourth Party because they make cooler stuff than Lego and it's budget building. That's for sure. So number 12 for Lego mentioned Mold King. I've heard of Fantasy Bricks by a couple of you. Also Lumi Bricks and others. Or, just buying used Lego and parting out. I know Britain Bricks is a pro at that. Never Too Old for Lego says, I got to be the king of fourth party and budget building by now. Never Too Old for Lego, giving us the budget version of Lego collecting, although, I guess the more accurate term would just be brick building, but that could be confused with real life bricks. So yeah, either way though, leaving a link there to check out that other site I was mentioning I'd never built a UCS set before, and the UCS Millennium Falcon was something that's been on my wish list for a while, but it's just too pricey. So Never Too Old for Lego gave me that website there. That would be pretty helpful to get just as good a build as the Lego version, but about a third of the price, or maybe a fourth of the price if it's the $200 range. So I appreciate that for sure. All right. Hoping that this this part of the set now will go fast because I see a lot of gray bricks, but there's a lot of these details to be added here. Let's see. Britton Brick says, I should really be asleep, but I woke up with, oh no, with a headache. Turtle Time says, hey, BrickTherapy23, what's your dream Lego set? It's all good. If you call Lloyd, I will subscribe. If you call Lloyd, I will subscribe. Is that what you want me to say? That's kind of fun. Turtle Time, favorite set or dream set? Well, favorite set of all time is Ninjago City, so it's kind of fun to be building a Ninjago set right now. Dream set would be actually two. One would be the UCS Millennium Falcon, which I was mentioning since I'd never built up a UCS set before. But then, to go beyond that, I would love to get and build the Titanic. And that was a set I had mentioned a few times in other live streams where it's like, usually I'd want to get a set where you don't, or I would want to get a big set like that where you get minifigures. And that one doesn't come with minifigures, but the build by itself just looks amazing. And so that's one of those sets where I would be okay with. Turtle Time says, subscribe. Thank you, Turtle Time. Love it. Thank you for being on the channel and joining in the discussion. We love Lego. And of course, Turtle Time, assuming maybe your favorite minifig is Lloyd from Ninjago or character. Mine is, well, Lloyd's a good one. I was going to say Jay also. Ricky Bricks, good night. Thank you for being here. Yes, it is. Welcome to, is it Mythic? Mythic, welcome. Yes, this is Ninjago set 71819, Dragonstone Shrine. So if you like Lego, if you like collecting Lego, thanks for being here. And join in the chat and join in our discussion of all things Lego. On this Boxing Day, the day after Christmas, I had mentioned that in the description of, or the thumbnail of today's live stream, that this is the Boxing Day build. And Britton Bricks, if you're still here, you can correct me. But I mentioned that Boxing Day is a tradition I think started in England, where the day after Christmas, the servants of the household, of a wealthy household, the servants would get a special day after Christmas to celebrate, and they would be given gifts by their lord, their boss. And they would get to open these boxes, and therefore Boxing Day is the name of December 26th due to that tradition. But perhaps I'm off a bit on the history, but that's what I've learned before. So anyway, welcome to the Boxing Day live stream and building Ninjago. So let's see here. Just seeing if I insert the, so it looks like we got a little Technic build going here, and it looks like maybe in true Ninjago fashion, some version of a trap door or trap slide. I'm not sure, but yeah, here we go. Moving something here to, that's the other fun part of Ninjago is these, oh, it even gives me a zoom in picture to see what's going on here. I think I installed this crowd. I've never seen this. Is very helpful. A zoom in of the actual connection you're supposed to make on the instructions. Well, that's kind of fun. So as 2026 approaches quickly, what are some Lego sets? Speaking of favorite Lego sets, what are some Lego sets you're looking forward to? Mythic says, I was in the Giant Santa stream. Remember, that's right, Mythic. Yes, the upscale Santa build. Thanks for coming back and joining. So yeah, if you are new to this channel, this live stream, this is BrickTherapy23, where Brick Therapy is the name of the channel due to building Lego and just a nice escape, hobby, joy, and just building Lego itself and enjoying the design and seeing it all come together as a Lego fan. Being a Lego fan as a kid, then outgrowing it for a short time and then getting back into it. And so you have this, oh, this is interesting. So it gets covered up. And so you have a nice reintroduction to Lego as a grown-up. And so now it's kind of just a nice hobby and escape to concentrate on a fun build, model building in a way, but no glue involved. Sometimes stickers, but that's okay. And then, yeah, just enjoying a Lego build. So thanks for being here. If you like Lego, if you like talking about Lego, if you like building Lego, you like collecting Lego, you are a Lego expert. You are a brick building expert. You just know all kinds of designs. Then welcome to the channel. Leave a like. Please subscribe and join. Steelman, welcome. Steelman420 says, I want that Lord of the Rings tower behind you. Yes, bar door. A very cool build for sure. Mythic says, I'm old. I joined in the summer. No, I'm just saying, Mythic, thank you for reminding me to make sure I remind people of the channel itself. So I appreciate it. Thank you. So Mythic, you were here when we did the Lord of the Rings tower. So yeah, Steelman, a great build. Actually, if you go back further, the original Lord of the Rings builds, or Lord of the Rings theme of Lego, they came out with the Orthonc Tower. So, you know, if you are a fan of the movies or the books, the stories themselves, then yeah, the Orthonc Tower that came out was pretty amazing. And that's a build I missed out on, or a Lego set I missed out on. I think that would have been a fun set to get originally. Of course, you can get it now if you are willing to spend, you know, a higher end price from the aftermarket. But yeah, the Bardoor Tower is pretty sweet. A very fun build. And the minifigures are, let me pull them up here. Probably, again, like I said, when you build Lego, big Lego sets, you definitely appreciate the fact that you can get some pretty awesome and exclusive minifigures, these being probably the primary ones here. Look at all the detail on those guys. Just amazing. So I'll put those guys here. Yeah, so Sauron, or the Mouth of Sauron. And by the way, that reminds me, which if you are a Lego fan and paying attention to Lego news, that the rumors have become, I think, reality, and obviously talked about more. They are releasing another Lord of the Rings set. So let's see. Stillman says, yeah, I would love to have both, but not willing to pay that much for the older tower. Yeah, the Orthonc Tower is well into, I want to say $1,000. Even, I don't even know if you get a new one. Just a used one, I think, is in the $1,000 range. It's well, especially now that they're releasing another line of Lord of the Rings sets, then, you know, the price for that one, the old one, goes up even more. But yeah, they're also, apparently, according to lots of Lego bloggers on social media, they are releasing another Lord of the Rings set, the Minas Tirith Tower, or city / tower, which sounds amazing. It just depends on what the design actually looks like. So I don't know if it'll be like play scale size set or more of like a miniature build. So it'll be interesting to see what that design looks. I'm sure there's probably some speculation as to what it could look like from people, or from those who are apparently in the know when it comes to Lego news. All right. Oh, very cool. We got two major additions to, trying to guess where this is, the shrine. Maybe this goes, oh, it looks like, well, actually, I don't know. But I got that part of the build. Maybe it's, since the koi pond is there, I'm thinking it's that part of the build. So we'll see. Got a few more pieces here for bag 2, and these are new pieces here. I've not seen these corner kind of sloped bricks before, but they obviously are great if you want to modify or part out sets like this and kind of make your own design. Those seem like those would be pretty good, especially, you know, if you are maybe you are into building large scale sets yourself, designing your own. I could see these being used for some kind of castle build, which would be pretty sweet. And gosh, who knows what else? Or just another Ninjago, making some kind of mega Ninjago build. So let's see. Steelman says, yeah, I would love to have both. That's crazy. Is that the castle from Two Towers? The castle for, the Orthonc one? Yes, I believe that's what you're. Oh no, you're talking about. I mean, Return of the King. Yeah, it's the city. Minas Tirith is the city, kind of like near the end of the movie where the major battle is. If you've seen that movie, the big battle that takes place at the end, it's that city where they have at the end. It's kind of like a white and gray stone city. Yes, very cool. Oh, Mythic. So this is the dragon part. Got it. Mythic knows. Sounds like Mythic, you might have this build. Very cool. Very cool. So 24 likes. Love it. Thanks for the few viewers that are here. And then if you come through and you haven't liked the stream yet, help me get 25 likes for our Boxing Day build. I know people are busy, but I really appreciate those of you that are here to engage in the discussion for as long as you want, even if it's just to say hello. And love that I'm catching some of you guys from way back when or from a few weeks ago. So Mythic, thanks again for coming back and joining the live stream, leaving a like. And Steelman, maybe for being here for the first time in one of these live streams. Really appreciate that. And talking Lego. So yeah, that Minas Tirith set, I think it's probably the equivalent of a speaking of the Titanic set earlier, I think it's on the equivalent of that size type of, not that same, obviously shape or anything, but that size and price. So like $600 range, 8,000 pieces or so, 8 to 9,000 pieces. So it sounds like it'd be a pretty impressive set. If you've seen the movie though, you'll know that another new piece, usually this would be 1x2 with the 2 holes, and then you put those 2 rods separately. But there we go, it's just one piece. Lego's like, why bother with all those Technic rods? So yeah, that Minas Tirith set could end up being a pretty impressive build. I don't know if it's going to be kind of more like to reference something else, like the Hogwarts Castle, if you know that Harry Potter set where it's like a miniature build, but because the actual structure itself is so huge, just a giant design, that they make it a miniature build, and then it still comes with minifigures. So I'm sure there's already leaked images. I haven't seen it though. Mythic says, no, I don't have that set, but I know it's the dragon part. Nice. Yeah, let me see. So the dragon part kind of curves around. I guess it's all the dragon, isn't it? Like, it like goes down here, and then there's the pond, and this is like its tail. Although maybe that's not a dragon anymore. It's more like a underwater serpent or something. And speaking of Christmas, how much Christmas is in this part here? The red, the green, the white. It's kind of fun. Although this is obviously probably an interior build that will be covered up, and you won't see all these cool colors anymore. And yes, it looks like that's the case. Looks like I'm covering up and adding some more stone pieces. So if you like Lego, welcome to the live stream here, the Boxing Day live stream, building up the Dragonstone Rising set. This is set 71819. And I love that the piece count is 1212. I don't know, that's just a fun number. 1,212 pieces, 6 minifigures, Master Lloyd, Nia, Kai, Master Wu, Euphrasia, if I'm saying that right, and Lord Raz. So far we have Lloyd and Lord Raz. So if you're a Ninjago fan, then you get these two cool minifigures to start out with in bags 1 and 2. So if you like Lego, please leave a like, join in the chat, and if you guys got Lego for Christmas, how fun is that? What sets did you get? What favorite sets were you hoping for and maybe now have added to your collection? And if you go on the Lego website, I was curious, the end of the year, there's only like a week left of December, roughly. Will Lego just kind of let the year fade out for them, and they're not releasing any new sets until January? I think the Star Trek set was the last new set to release, and that was November. So what will Lego do? Well, it looks like what Lego will do is try to entice you to buy, basically go big. So they have put on their website, you can check, I don't know, maybe it's not there anymore, but maybe they put on their website, you can get the UCS Death Star again with the original gift with purchase that was released October 1st. That being that mini TIE Fighter, which wasn't or didn't make most fans happy with the fact that you're buying this $1,000 giant UCS set and you just get that TIE Fighter. But anyway, it didn't matter because that set, that gift with purchase, still drew in collectors who were willing to pay quite a bit of money if they missed out on that gift with purchase, because on eBay and other after market websites, the darn thing was selling, that little mini TIE Fighter was selling for over $100. So there were some people buying it and paying that crazy price. And what do you know? Mythic, I think this confirms what you were saying. This is definitely part of the dragon. Let me see. Just need to see if I'm placing this part on correctly. So we get these two builds. Okay. So looks like I'm connecting a Technic situation going on here. Whoops. And gets placed on top here, but I'm not sure how it's supposed to. Oh, maybe it's this way. No, it can't be that way. All right, now I'm confused. Like there's a Technic feature on here that I think connects to this top part here, but this red rod here is not seemingly. Oh, it goes through the inside. Aha! They zoom in, they don't show you this other stuff, so you got to kind of figure this out. So it fits under, and then the rod gets pushed through here. Okay. So let me do that now. Little Technic. Let's see, little Technic add-on here. Although, let me change it. That's what it looks like it should do anyway. All right, I'm gonna come back to that because it's not working the way I thought, and I wanna at least get this part of the build done. At least have this main section built up here. So we get the rest of the stone shrine part of bag 1 and bag 2 all finished. So thank you, awesome. We got the 25 likes, so cool. Welcome to Brick Therapy as I finish up bag 1 and 2 of this Ninjago set. If you like Lego, Ninjago is probably one of the best themes to collect, especially well, I know I guess you could say you missed out though. 2018 was probably the best Ninjago set that could have possibly released, Lego could have possibly released, which was Ninjago City. But it's like Lego has been pretty good with several sets being released over the years of other modulars. And one of the best, other than Ninjago City, are the other modular sets that have been released since then. Oh, there we go. I don't know why I couldn't get it to work last time, but I think I got this Technic thing sorted out now. If I can get it. But now, yeah, I like all these Ninjago sets, primarily too, because they're not, this theme is not as expensive as other themes, like Star Wars, for example. Oh, come on. What am I not lining up correctly here? So I'm trying to line up this rod here. So, oh, that's why. Oh my gosh. So many things to line up here. There we go. All right, so this goes here, although it's not fully, to redo that. So this goes here, and then these two pieces go on the end. So I don't have that set, but I do have the dragon set. All right, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for joining the live stream, and appreciate you joining me on this Boxing Day build, initial build, beginning of the Dragonstone Shrine. I gotta connect this Technic piece here correctly, but I'll fix that off stream because that's not that interesting. But the build for sure is. So thanks, guys, for being here. I'm gonna sign off now, and hope you guys have a great rest of your Boxing Day, or maybe it's already the 27th of December, and hope you had a great Christmas. Thanks, everyone.